a spark-like thing. Did you experience any time such things? I am experiencing nowadays many times whenever I am removing the clothes from the rod, aluminium rod, or sometimes whenever I try to fold the blankets or the jackets, I find this different type of sparks. I don't know what it is. Let us try to find out. But yes, the same type of thing I had experienced many times in our discovery lab also, and I would like to share those activities with you. So let us see that those activities first. Okay, children? Type of thing, children. Here there is a plastic flap and this is a scotch brite. I am going to rub this on this plastic flap, and here you can see that there is a straw which is attached to a toothpick. Okay, and it is just placed on a stand. Now let us see what happens when I bring this flap near this plastic straw. See, it's moving, right? I'm not touching the straw, still it is moving. Instead of the arrangement of that straw, you can see here there is a wheel, children, and with the same flap, I'm just rubbing the scotch brite on it. Let us see what happens when I bring close to the wheel. See, it's moving, children. You can see it very easily. See, it's moving, children. You can see it very easily. You can see this is a transparent plastic ball, and in that there are some thermocol balls. Now I will just vigorously shake it and let us see what happens. See, all thermocol balls are coming near the surface. You can see they are just You can see, children, that all the balls are separated from each other and they are just attracted to the inner surface of the ball. Right? Then you can see here in the setup, here there are two aluminium strips hanging freely on a hook, and the same hook is attached above with a ball that is completely covered by aluminium foil. Okay. Now, when I will bring this flap which I am rubbing with the scotch brite again, near this ball, we will see something. Let us just observe what happens. Okay. So I will bring it near the ball. See, when I am bringing it close to the ball, it is showing repulsion. And when I am taking the flap away from the ball, it is coming to its original position. So here you can see that it is showing the repulsion between the aluminium strips. Right, children? So children, just now we saw a number of activities, and if you just observe those activities, there were some different types of forces seen. Wherever it was showing the pull, it was nothing but the attraction force, and wherever it was showing the push, it was nothing but the repulsion property. So these activities was related to a type of force, and that type of force is nothing but electrostatic force. Now what is electrostatic force? You know number of types of forces already: gravitational force, frictional force, contact force, non-contact force. So this is also a type of force. If you try to break this word electrostatic, electro means there are some charges which are electrically charged. There are some particles which are electrically charged. That will be electro. Static. This is very important here, children. Static means those charges are stationary at one place for some fraction of second. And within that period of time, if some another charge comes in contact with it, it shows the repulsion and attraction in it. Okay, the stationary object will start moving due to this opposite or same type of charges coming in contact with it. Okay, in simple language, if I would say you is electrostatic force is the force that comes into play due to the differential in the charges of the surfaces coming in contact. Okay, and in the examples, the activities which we saw the same thing, that whenever the moving object comes in contact with the stationary object, it shows the property, it shows the movement, either sometime attraction or sometime repulsion. So electrostatic force are of two types. Sometimes it shows attraction of objects and sometimes repulsion of object. But it is only due to the charges of the particles which are rubbed on opposite things. We saw some many things like it was rubbed on the scotch pad. Sometimes we rub it on our head. Sometimes we can rub the things on the woolen clothes also, due to which the electrostatic force is created. Very interesting, and you would like to try it at home also. So here there are some examples which will show you the electrostatic force at home also. So the first example is here, as in the picture you can see, if you take a balloon and just rub it on the head, and just immediately when you take the same balloon near the fine stream of water flowing, you will find that the stream of water, either it will be diverted or it will be attracted towards the balloon. Okay, so this is one example. Second is very easy. Just take some bits of paper and take a plastic scale, rub it on your head, and when you bring that plastic scale which is rubbed on your head near the bits of paper, you will find that some bits of paper are attracted to the scale. This is also due to electrostatic force. The next example is you can just try on any screen, either a computer screen or a television screen. When you take your hands near the screen, you will find that your hands are getting attracted towards the screen. This is also due to the same force. Now last, when you will take the rubbed balloon or a rubbed comb, you can see in the picture, near your hairs, you will find that the small hairs get attracted towards these two objects. If you just rub it vigorously and immediately take it near the hairs of someone else, okay, so that you can see it easily. So you will find the same type of force here also. Here one more example is given. You can see Xerox. Xerox is nothing but the Xerox machine which we use for the photocopier. It's a photocopier machine to take out the photocopy. This we will discuss in details, okay, because that also works on the same principle. Thank you, children.